My name's Mark. I'm here at the bike shop, and today we just finished swapping out this Fox 34 for a new Fox 36 SL on the front of this Rocky Mountain Element. Yeah, so we're gonna grease the crown race here before we put our lower headset bearing on. Install our top cap and our spacers. Yeah, now we can attach our brake caliper. It's nothing specific until we're actually aligning the brake caliper over the rotor, which we're not quite there yet. We're just bolting on the caliper the same way we took it off, because the fork we're installing has the same, like the new 36 SL is meant for 180 post mount, the same as the old 34. So we're not changing the adapter. It is just a switch over. So that's on. We have to tie up our brake hose here. So this is like their cable hose guide. So this just attaches your brake hose to the fork so it's not flapping around. There we go. Then you do also want to make sure you've got your brake line routed inside the lower, not on the outside, because you wouldn't want to cut your brake line if you were to lay the bike over in a crash or get too close to a rock. Yeah, so we can see here they've got this new milled out kind of arch design, as well as a pretty intricate crown area. Doing that has let them step up from the 34 mil chassis to a 36 mil chassis, which is going to be stiffer with a pretty minimal weight penalty. Fox is saying it's roughly 20% stiffer, only about a 60 gram weight penalty from the outgoing 34. Still running the Grip X damper, so you've still got high and low speed compression, lockout. Other changes is they've moved your lower leg bypasses from the back of the fork to a lower stress area on the inside. So they've moved it 90 degrees to the inside, and they've also redesigned and actually added air bleed valves onto the 36 SL chassis. So the other thing that we've changed here is Fox has gone from a socket to remove the air spring side to a cassette tool interface, which is a tool that more people are gonna have at home, and you're less likely to kind of strip the tool interface there, which is a nice tweak. Well, so they've redesigned the new fender. The big change with the fender is that it no longer mounts off of your bleed ports. It just has 2 screws up here at the arch and 2 at the back of the lowers here. So you don't need to remove your bleed port to attach anymore. At this point, we just need to reinstall the wheel and align our brake caliper. So we'll do a little bit of grease on our axle, a little bit on the threads. So we've got some brake rub, so we just need to align that. So you're gonna loosen the top and bottom, reposition it, and then tighten them down once you've got it centered. You can kind of see a little bit of you can kind of see the gap between the pad and the rotor, and you just want to center it so the gap's kind of equal on either side of the pad. Like, you can zoom right in on that, and you might be able to see on camera like a very small gap between the pad and the rotor. One of the last double check would be to take bike out of the stand, squeeze your front brake, make sure you don't have any wobble in your headset. If that's the case, we're going to loosen our pinch bolts. Tighten our headset a bit more. Make sure our bars are still straight. And once our bars are straight and we have no play in the headset, we can tighten up our pinch bolts again. There we are. Ready to go ride.
Hot damn.